Hi, I'm Shay, and
And
the
I'm
one putting on
Shealyn.
her damn lip gloss is Shaylin.
Hello. Getting pretty for you, Shay, you know.
I
Okay.
know. Well, for all of our viewers, but I like to pretend it's just for me.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mostly for
So
you.
today we're going to be talking about one of my all-time favorite movies, other than Amityville, is Nightmare on Elm Street. So today we're talking about Nightmare on Elm Street. So I did not watch the reboot at all. I refuse to actually
At all?
at all. I won't watch it. I will
What?
stick with the first 6 films. I will go Freddy versus Jason, and I will go New Nightmare, but I will not watch the reboot.
What about wasn't there an X? Or is that Jason?
That's
X?
Freddy versus Jason.
Oh, okay. That's the one. I showed my niece that recently. She's like, what is happening? And I told her the main message is if you start fooling around, underage, weird sex and drinking, this is what happens. You get murdered. So she got the basic premise of the
Good, as
film.
long as you understand the basic premise of the 1980s horror films is if you do drugs, you drink, or you have sex all underage, a serial killer, weird phenomenon murderer will come in and kill you.
Those are the rules. I
Them's
don't
are
make
the
them up.
rules. Nope, them's the rules.
That's what kept me such a good band geek.
So so you saw the first one, obviously, because you posted the drunk mom.
Well, because that's my spirit animal, is the mom hiding vodka in the pantry.
Right. Well, when there is a serial killer haunting your children's dreams,
Or it's because she and her friends killed the serial killer, and that is
right,
why.
and that it's your fault. So yeah, it's gonna drive you drink.
Alert.
She's
got some guilt going on.
Okay, I don't even know if we should say spoiler alert in movies from like 1984 or some shit.
If you haven't seen it,
you're under a rock.
And so I have always loved the first one. Obviously, it was introducing Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp,
what a babe.
Yes,
the midriff shirt.
Baby. I know.
Such a sign of the times, because like no dude is wearing a midriff bearing shirt these days.
And he's a football player or whatever. He's so small. Must have been a quarterback or something. He's so tiny.
It is. He says some condescending woman line, but it's so funny. The mom, he's watching the pageant, and she's like, "How can you hear it?" Because he has his headphones. He's like, "Who cares what she has to say?" Or something like that. He's just
something like that. Something horrible. Yes, I know.
But he's so cute. You let it slide because he's good to his girlfriend, in theory. But
right, and then I love Freddy kills him in like the most dramatic way ever.
Again, the waterbed.
The waterbed, like pulls him through and then explodes his blood everywhere. Oh my god! Like
that's what happens,
dude. That's crazy. And then I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy.
Yeah, and the tongue, right? Like, I was watching the second one last night, and the tongue. It's a, obviously a recurring theme. That's a creepy, long ass tongue. But yeah, especially the second one, it's even weirder when he's like in the clubhouse with the girl and he's like, bleh. I don't know. It's a weird kind of genre of film when you think about it. So I'm glad you didn't see the reboot.
I didn't want to ruin it.
It came out in the theater because the guy in it, the main guy's hot. I mean, actually, it's a really good looking cast. I just put it on last night. Kellen Lutz, he's in Twilight too.
Oh, okay. Who's he in Twilight?
What's his name? He's one of the vampires. He's one of the brothers. Evan? No, what the fuck's her name? Emmett. He's like the traumatized one. I guess they're all kind of traumatized. I don't know. I remember not liking it when I saw it in the theater. I actually think I saw this at the drive-in in El Centro. But they go on about how Freddy Krueger was a child molester. Right. More so than in the original films. I felt like they kind of touched on it for a second, but never really focused on that. Right. And in the reboot, they make a point to say like he was like a bad dude.
Yeah. Like I think they touched on it, but they just kind of, I think it's like mentioned that he might have been a child molester, or he killed children was like the premise of it. Maybe not a child molester, but he killed children.
He had kids in the basement or something. Yeah, like definitely. Did you notice my shirt?
I did notice your soul pizza. You were obsessed with soul pizza, and I think it's hilarious.
Because it's so good. That's like the best scene. Like
there's so many good ones.
Little meatball. Like it's so good. Like it's so disgusting looking.
It is so gross. It's so many things of it is so gross. Like okay, so the first one, he had a couple of zingers, little one-liners or whatever, and it was mostly like scary, like it's a scary movie. Then you get to 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, they're like just goofy as fuck. Like you have your gore and you have your whatever, but he's like so cocky and so sarcastic and so just like leans in over the table and he's got it's just comedy. So I did reach out to try to get an interview with Robert Englund.
How did that go?
It went as well as I thought it was going to. So
sure, he's not busy at all and he'd love to do something for free. Yeah.
Right. He's only doing like Stranger Things now or whatever, but it's cool. So I reached out to his people and they responded with a very nice email that just said, "Thank you for the kind words." She'll like relay them off to Mr. Englund, and if we wanted to go onto the website to shop for a autograph photo, we can. So I thought about it. I went and looked at them, and you could choose any kind of photo, and he'll sign it. And
how much is that?
$100 for an autograph. $100.
Okay.
But I did find what I thought was hilarious was if you wanted him to take a picture of him autographing said photo, that's a little extra.
Oh, wow.
So you can have photographic proof of him signing your photo, in case people didn't believe you or whatever.
Will he write your name? Does he customize it?
No, yeah, I think it's customized because it says dedications. So you pay $100 and you type in like, oh, this is for.
Wouldn't that be proof enough that he?
You would think, but whatever. I was just like, so I need proof that Robert Englund signed it for me when it's right.
Yeah,
right there. I mean, if someone gives me a fake one, I'm still gonna frame it. I'm still gonna go.
Okay, and I meant to pull that out. So funny that you mentioned that because I have a friend and he's always giving me some random little kitschy stuff he finds at stores.
Mm-hmm. And he found an autograph, Shealyn.
Well, he found a yo-yo. It's a Freddy Krueger yo-yo.
That's awesome.
Right?
It's hilarious.
So he was like, "I'll sell it to you." I forget how much I paid for it. It wasn't expensive, but like,
did you know so cool. There was a Freddy Krueger TV show?
No.
Yes, I used to watch it. It came after Hee Haw.
89, it says.
It's a collector's item. Don't open it. So there was a Freddy Krueger TV show, but it was more like what's that one with the Crypt Keeper? It was more
Tales from the Crypt.
It was more like Tales from the Crypt because
I think I did know that.
He was just a host.
It was the Nightmares. It was called something, and it
was like Freddy's Nightmares.
Yeah,
Freddy's Nightmares. So he was just a host, like the Crypt Keeper, and then it told you some stupid story or had nothing to do with Freddy Krueger or Nightmare on Elm Street or anything. But I watched it religiously until it went off the air.
Yeah, scary stories though can be different. I would watch that. I love Tales from the Crypt. This was only 99 cents, by the way, whenever it was bought.
You probably bought it for like $10, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know where he got it. He's a interesting dude, but when he gave it to me, he gave me something that was supposedly signed by him, but I was like, I think I looked up his signature and I was like, dude, you just signed that yourself. Like, whatever. But it's somewhere framed in my home somewhere. But the yo-yo was really cool. So you're saying I shouldn't open it?
Don't open it. No, leave it.
I want to just play with it, like be on the corner, all creepy.
You don't know how to fucking do a yo-yo. Whatever.
I could walk the dog. I could do all
Everyone
the
could walk the dog. It's just throwing it. It's not hard.
I would like to see you walk the dog.
It's like other things. Like, I don't know how to do things.
Yeah. The fairs. I don't know what it was. Yeah, also, somebody gave me this pin, which is very cool as well. So what's your favorite Nightmare on Elm Street?
My favorites, I got two favorites. One is the first one, obviously. First one. And then New Nightmare, because I feel like those, you can probably take out 2 through 6 and just put those two together back to back. Yes, you can. And just watch that one and then watch that one and then you're good. Also, did you know Johnny Depp was in part 6?
You told me, but I don't remember.
He's in a cameo on the TV. Where they go, he's like, this is your brain on drugs. And then Freddy grabs the frying pan and smashes it into his face or something like that.
That's cute. How much older was he by then?
I don't know, but it was definitely after 21 Jump Street. Definitely a little older, but
I'll have to watch that.
quite a few people were in.
Sorry.
I said there was quite a few big names that were in the Nightmare on Elm Street series. Like Patricia Arquette was in 3. You know, Dream Warriors, and then Roseanne and Tom were in part 6. They played creepy townsy people.
You just love part 6.
I know. Well, and then also that's Billy Zane's sister who's in it, who plays his daughter.
Here we go.
Lisa Zane.
Billy Zane. You're loved. He's a good-looking man.
Yeah, he is.
Very talented.
Is
he in scary movies? What is he in?
Oh, he's in a thing called Demon Night, which is where I first fell in love with him.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Oh, you'll have to watch it. It is where I first fell in love with him.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
He had hair still?
No,
I know you like bald men. Okay.
He was bald.
What? Was he bald from birth? I was bald. I was born bald until like 3 years old. My mom used to put toothpaste on my head to put bows on my head. Like that's how bald I was. I'm not hating on bald people, but
doesn't surprise me. So what's your favorite? What's your favorite one?
I end up watching the first one a lot just because I've seen it so many times, you know, I'll kind of have it like play. Mm-hmm. The second one was good.
I like all the ones that were pretty much directed by Wes Craven. So let's just go with that.
Of course. Yeah, pretty
obviously.
Much. And obviously, I mean,
I know Soul Pizza, where you made a Soul Pizza for our launch party.
Yeah.
And
with
you wanted a Soul Pizza for our new logo.
I like that whole idea. It's like the scariest thing of just like your victims in the pizza and in the meatballs. Form. And then he eats one. Like so honestly, no, I got this shirt.
I think it was,
but I never realized the detail.
Yeah, he's eating Dan's face. Yeah.
But the shirt, this guy's incredible. I got on Etsy. This guy, Brian Brain or something. I forget his name, but I love this shirt. You can't go wrong with the ringer tee. But
no,
that whole scene and just I don't know. The first one was maybe scary coming from someone like me who has nightmares, and I used to have a lot of bad dreams because I have a lot of bad thoughts, I guess. I thought it was really scary, but like you were saying, as it progressed, it kind of became more comical. Like he wasn't that scary anymore. He was more like one-liners and
right, more like goofy one-liners, zingers, and you're just like, okay, like you're having this nightmare, but you're having this conversation with him, like you're talking to him and he's saying things to you, and it's like, okay, and then he kills you. So it's
because that's what I told you about my whole experience with the incubus and like night terrors and stuff. And like to me, once you talk to it normally, like you can wake up and it won't.
These people cannot because they die.
So you love the scene with the latex, right? The wall.
Yes. I love all of that. All of the
practical effects. I love
practical effects. I love all practical effects. I just think it's great. It's just like, oh. Bring it
they
back.
used to have to like make some effort, you know, before CGI. They actually had to do a lot more work. And
I love it when they build sets and they were like, hey, I love watching. My favorite thing to do is I used to watch HBO like behind the scenes of these movies, and I would watch they're like, hey, we have one shot to blow this up.
Yeah.
Because we don't have another one. It has to be good. And I'm like,
can you imagine that? Like the pressure. I think of like that. I think it was Hans Zimmer in Die Hard when he's falling down. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Because he was really falling down.
But he had like one take to do it. They were like fall, you know, and all this, and they cut the actual thing so that his reaction was so like I can't imagine that pressure as an actor, like to like you can't fuck this up. Like there's no we are going to destroy it. This car's gonna explode.
Yeah. I would love to have been on the fly on the wall when Wes Craven was coming up with this movie and go, okay, like who do we come up with as Freddy Krueger that has to be like so, because you have to be charismatic and scary and like that's an icon.
Yeah.
And so, you know, that's what made Robert Englund. I mean, he's done other movies, But
I know you have a crush on him.
I
But
do have a crush on Robert
your
Englund.
other
I
weird
do.
crush. Added to the
Whatever.
list of Billy Zane.
Billy Zane, Jeff Goldblum. We discussed this last time. Robert Englund.
I know. I'm just adding to the list as we go
Tim
on.
Curry, check. Just go down the list. It's fine. I'm gonna add a list to the video. It's like,
yeah, we're like progressing. I mean, what's mine? John Candy. There's like Jim Carrey.
right.
in there,
Like,
but,
don't even talk to me.
Someone wrote me after that episode. They were like, John Candy, LOL, and I'm like, don't hate on my crush, my love. He brought me great joy. Still does.
He brings everyone joy. Come on now. Oh, I thought you were looking at notes right there.
No, I'm looking at my yo-yo. And wondering, if I should open it, even though you told me not to.
Don't open it. It's a
I
collector's
won't.
item. Hooker.
It's not. I mean,
I mean, maybe you can look it up and see if it is. I don't know.
I'm gonna keep it in the box. Although it'd be really cool to play with. But no, we can do
Because you're a child.
Eternally young, okay? That's what I call it. Till next time on Shea Scare. That was my throw to you.
Oh, was it lounge? What am I?
Shit. Till next time on Shea Scare. I was going off the Instagram handle. Anyway.
Okay.
Before my power goes out, we're gonna like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, do whatever you do on YouTube. Hit the little bell to get the little alerts when we're on there. I don't know. I'm bad with YouTube, but follow us. We're fucking cool. Okay, do your proper one. Go.
Also, so follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and on subscribe on our YouTube channel, and hit the bell, like us, and all the other fun stuff. Also on iTunes, rate and review us, because I like it when people say nice things about us, but that's just me. I like to read them. It makes me feel good about myself. Thank you. Whatever.
I'll go write something. Okay.
Yes, go do it.
So always a pleasure. See you next time.
Bye. You're scary looking, yes.
I mean, obviously.
Do you like my background?
Yes, I love it.